Hello, I'm Melanie Stormonger, and I'm here with Solis today, and we are on Toulan today, and they have mission terminals that do dailies, but they're more like hourlies. I picked up 2 of them. One is for Cabot Aura, and one is for Mocat. And I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna do the Cabanora with you guys today, since there's only 30 of them.
And it won't take that long.
And we're also gonna talk about codex today. Let me. And they're the mission brokers for the dailies that are more like hourlies are at NETP. And they're at a lot of the respawn places too. And these also give me a waypoint for where they're at. And let me pull up my codex for those. Well, actually, so I don't know if this is going to give me, the 30 will give me enough for the codex reward or not. So let me get out my, how much, that should be enough. I got 35% on my TT gun. Let me get my little.
You're going to need a bigger gun for those shellfish.
Nope.
Okay. They can be pretty tough. Of course, it might be the maturity I was shooting last time.
It's the maturity. The waypoint gives you level 0, 1, and 2.
Yeah, I was shooting like 5s, so that's the difference.
Yeah. So, and they're just off this reservoir thingy.
Now, for those of you that
here.
have never been to Toulan, Toulan is pretty much a skilling planet like Cyrene is. It's where you go to get a whole bunch of skills, and also Toulan is where you get a lot of blueprints and a lot of textile materials from, as well as blueprints. So it's also a textile planet.
If the video is dark, it is because Toulan is a dark planet.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the dark side.
It's one of the darkest planets in game. So you're just gonna go down here and pick this up. Not get on it again. Pick up. Okay. And these are one of the only fish that I actually like to hunt, because
they're fairly easy to get to.
Okay.
Now, one thing, when you're fishing like this, it can be pretty easy to get disoriented. So if you do get disoriented and you don't know which way you're swimming, the solution is to just press the space bar until you hit the surface.
It's like flying in space.
Right.
Space bar is up and X is down.
Yeah, it's almost identical to flying in space as far as going up and down. But as you can see, it can be pretty easy to get disoriented.
What I usually do is I usually push F to lock onto one of the mobs, and it's easier for me not to lose my orientation when I'm in water.
Yeah.
And then I just T out to when I'm done, because I do lose my orientation a lot in water.
Now, as Melanie mentioned before, the dailies on this planet are more like hourlies. So once you complete one, you give it a little bit of time and you'll be able to go back and do it again.
And these guys drop these, the shells.
Mm-hmm.
And you get them from all the maturities. And markup is 122.
But you'll notice on the day, week, and month, none of them have sold. So you're more The best thing to do with these would be to stack them up until you've got enough to use them for what they're intended for,
which is crafting. I'm
I
not
think
sure
they're
which.
for a texture.
I'm not sure which. They're probably for more blueprints than that. I don't spend a lot of time on Toulan. When I do come, I do these hourlies for skills.
No. Now, Toulan is also the planet where there's a whole bunch of plushie missions if you're into those. I think I covered that before a long time ago. But in the Citadel, there is a mission broker that will give you a whole bunch of plushie missions, if that's something you're into.
There's a Dahar doll, there's a Senjai plushie, there's a, well, that is a big mob, that's a big fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little sea monster. He is a cutie though. There's Tab plushies. Those are actually easy to get. They're level 0. You're gonna have to hunt a lot of them. But plushies are also on your the Tab or level 1s and 0s that count for the daily. And I really should work on getting that, but so yeah. And at a higher level or mid-level player, you don't get a lot of skills for the rewards, but like I said, they're more like hourlies, so it's a good way to stack the hourlies for the small skills plus your codex. I actually might get the codex for this one during this mission, because I'm at 90%.
Yeah, you probably will.
And yeah, I'm just using a TT pistol. I'm using the Serene TT pistol, but you could grab the TT pistol from whatever planet you're using. And if you go to the waypoint where they show you there's zeros, level 0s and 1s, and all you need is the TT pistol and it'll be great. Oh, and Toulan is also giving out Christmas gifts if you talk to the NPC next to the information booth where you land right now.
You get Christmas crackers.
And you get these crackers. And I've already taken one. You get 5 total. And it gives you, can you read that for me?
It gives you increased reload speed 10% for 20 minutes, increased regeneration by 20% for 1 hour, increased skill gain by 10% for 2 hours, critical chance 1 percentage point for 20 minutes. So those are pretty good things to have, especially if you're just going to come out here and go all ham on skilling.
I've already taken 2 since I've landed here this morning. And I'm almost halfway done. I have 12 of them.
Now, some of the mobs that you're going to hunt...
Yep, there, I got the codex.
Some of the mobs you're going to hunt for these dailies, some are a little tough, some are really easy.
The Bahari, I tried to do the Bahari.
Those are tough.
I couldn't do them. But I also left all my armor and storage on Serene because I did some tree cutting and I emptied out my stuff. And then I forgot everything that I needed to bring to Toulan.
Yeah, we'll cover those in a different Toulan video. Oh, that reminds me, there is also a new instance on the planet for cultists, which I haven't been able to check out yet, but I plan to do, and then we'll do a video about that a little later.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to even attempt cultists without armor.
Yeah. This new instance was put in during the last downtime, I believe is when they put it in.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So
I'll be doing more investigating on that, and I will let you guys see that in another video, well, probably in a few weeks, maybe sooner. Probably sooner, actually.
I really should have put my bathing suit on for this since I'm in the water, but...
Okay. Now, these skill missions, you get various skills. Let's see. There's one for handgun. There's one for rifle. There's one for... I'd have to look at them all when I get them, but there's a bunch of various skills. It's not just one skill. So it's, like I said, it's a really good planet to skill on. Also, most of the mobs that you're going to skill on drop armor, they drop weapons, and they drop faps.
Yeah, the low level, Dahar drop faps and armor.
Yeah, and the
and
low
guns.
cats do too.
These are the guns that they drop.
You can get a graduate, but it takes a lot of them before you'll get a drop like that. But they do drop the graduates also. It's more of a rare drop, but they do drop them.
And these are the faps that they drop. They're noob faps and noob guns.
Yeah, but they're pretty
but
good.
they're good. I'm gonna give these to one of the. I'm gonna give them to a sock disciple.
During your skilling, you're probably gonna get a whole ton of these. So usually, what we do with them is we give them to our disciples or new recruits. Sometimes we'll keep some of them for you never know when your main FAP is gonna run out. So
and
it's good
this
to have a
is
backup.
the armor that the Dahar and Mokat small mobs drop.
Malud armor.
Malwood.
It's
Malud. Well, okay. I always called it Malwood.
I used to call it that too until I actually looked at it. I used to call it Malwood also, but no, it's Malud. And it's about on par with CDF armor, so, not too bad, but it's not super duper armor. Now, they do drop a different kind of armor that I forgot what the name is, but it's a little bit better. It has 5 protections. It's kind of like, I'd want to say it's on par with settler armor, is the other type of armor they drop that I can't think of the name, but it's the next step up from the Malud. So those are the codex choices you get for this time for this guy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
because you just did you completed level 5, so you get dodge and evade.
I'm gonna pick evade.
Right. Now remember, guys, I think it's every 5 levels you get to pick from your dodge and evade and bravado and those kinds of skills. I believe, but don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And then every 5 levels, as you go through the levels, you'll get different skills, but every 5th one you get those skills to choose from, I believe. Because there's an order that goes in.
Okay, I got 4 more left. See, it doesn't
take long.
Very long for these little fishies.
So, my question for you, Melanie, is using the codex, how can you tell what mobs are better to hunt for codex and skilling than others on this planet?
Well, it doesn't work just on this planet, it works for all planets. And let's see, okay. Like, I got the Cabanera and
Gaboria. That's Gaboria, I think, is how you pronounce that.
And I have the Dahar both at level 6. So for level 6, look at the rewards. This gives me 0.07 peck in whatever I choose.
Okay.
And for the same rank,
For a Dahar.
For a Dahar, gives me 30 peck. So I would want, if I wasn't doing a skill mission, and I would want to do the Dahar because it gives me more codex skills for the same rank. That also means that it will give you more skill gains when hunting them.
Yep. So that method that we taught a long time ago about looking at your codex to figure out which mobs you want to hunt that are within your range when you're trying to figure out, okay, well, can't do too high level, but what's the best codex I can do to get there? That's how you do it.
Or even if you don't have one that, or if you have one that's close, like a 7 and a 6, the tabs only give me 0.06.
Right. Whereas...
And for a level 7, and the Dahar gives me 0.3 for a level 6.
Right, exactly. So as you can see, that method works no matter what planet you're on. As long as there's codex, you can use that to kind of fine-tune your skilling regiment when you're hunting for codex and skill. Now, hunting for markup on this planet is a little different. Those you have to go after the higher level critters for, usually to get some good codex or markup.
I heard Mocat skin sells really good,
that.
and you can get them from a level 1.
Yes, I was getting to that. Now, the exceptions are Mocats, Quaffas, and what's the other one? Bahar. Those, you don't have to do super high levels to get them, but you have to do decent level. Now, the Mocats at level 1 will drop the skins and the jellies and that kind of thing that you need. The Mocat skins, as she was saying, and Mocat parts generally have some good markup because they're used in, I think, most of the blueprints here, is why it's like that.
Okay, let me tee in because I've killed all 30. I've killed like 80 Mocat since I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this week,
as you can see,
for the hand is 241 markup.
241 markup, and there's been 5.38 ped because people probably aren't putting them on the market as in bulk, but as you can see, the markup on those is really good.
And that doesn't count. That only counts auction sales. It doesn't count private.
Right. That doesn't count private sales. That's just auction house numbers.
Yep. So I'm gonna tee in, and I'm gonna turn this in, and we're gonna see what kind of skills I get for this one, because I don't remember, because I just pick them and go and.
There is also, I think. I'm not sure though, the Mocat jelly babies may be all, I'm not sure if that's a limited number thing or if it was as long as you do the missions for it you can get one. I don't remember.
I think it's as long as you're doing the mission. So you go up to any of the mission terminals and you pick the one that you were working on, and you sure are a great swimmer. Here's your reward. Thank you.
Now, over there, you got 1.5688 experience in aim for that one.
Yes.
So that one is an aim skill. Now, as I said, the different mobs have different skills that you get rewards for.
Oh, and I got a shell, too. A rotten...
clam. I forget what those are used for, but they're used.
I'm sure they're
crafting.
in blueprint. Yeah.
Crafting. Mostly everything on this planet is used for crafting.
Okay, is there anything else that
pick up well, we're not gonna do the whole mission, but do you have the Quaffas daily already?
No, it's right here.
Okay, go ahead and shoot a few of those to demonstrate the difference in difficulty, because these are level 1 and 2 Quaffas. And we're going to compare them to what she was just going after. some of them are level 0, but you'll see the difference.
Yeah, the ones, there's level 0 juveniles, level 0 juveniles, something other.
Old. There's old, young, and mature up there, I think.
Actually, I need to get my thingy out because I can't climb up that one.
You don't know which way to go.
No, I know which way to go. I just have trouble climbing the hill without a vehicle. Because it's a very steep hill.
So these aren't very far away from the main area where you're going to do a lot of your skilling if you're going after the Mocats and the Dahar low levels. It's just right up here. Now the skins and hides that you get from these are really pretty. They're a really nice blue color. You might have some. Yeah.
I have them.
There's a Quaffle's hide. Those are really pretty to use to make textures with. And a lot of people do use them for that.
Yeah, there's juvenile and young level 0.
There's olds up there too, but they're level 2.
There was old ones too.
See?
And then there's level 2s up here too. It would help if I got something to shoot with or something.
That's not gonna do it. Well, actually, okay.
Yes.
But it's gonna take a long time longer. I'm used to getting these in like 2 to 3 shots because I use higher level weapons. But if you're using a TT weapon, it should be okay. It's just gonna take you a little longer to take them down.
That was the young. This is the young juvenile.
Right.
And he only takes like 1 hit with the falcata.
So as like most mobs, just because the level is lower doesn't mean it's an easier mob to kill.
Yeah, Toulan is really bad about the jump in HP from one mob to the maturity to the other mob maturity. See, that one was a level 0 juvenile young, and yeah. So.
Alright, and I think this one you get short blade skills for is for the Quaffas.
I think so.
I don't remember off the top of my head though.
I'm sorry. I was answering a question.
Okay.
Alright. So, is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
That's basically it.
Okay.
I just wanted to demonstrate that, yeah, these are low levels, but they are tougher than the Mocats and the Dahars. You should still be able to handle them, though, but just be aware they're a little tougher.
I'm using a falcata, which the DPS is 9. And this is a level 1 old.
Yeah. See if you can find a level 2 up there. Just one of them. I want to see if you can, because that'll really show the difference. Yeah, maybe further down this way a little bit.
No, that's
Well, okay. Well, no. All right. Well,
of
anyway.
course, when you want to find a maturity,
yeah, when you're trying to demonstrate something. All right, but anyway, just be aware that the level 2s are harder than the level 1s. Level 1s are slightly harder than the level 0s, but these guys are a little bit tougher than the Mocats and the Dahar. But as I said, you should be able to handle them, but just do be aware of that.
The Falcad has 9.3 DPS. Another good gun to use on these is the BP, Aspen BP S1X1, and that has a DPS of 11.8.
Okay, so is there anything else you can think of for this one?
Nope.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Pretty soon, I'm not sure when, we've been talking about the Twitch for a while, but we have a few other things to iron out before we can start that. So it is coming soon, but we're not exactly sure when. But when it is, we will be sure to announce it so everybody will know when to catch us on Twitch as well.
We've not been feeling good. It's been really cold, and we've gotten colds and flus and stuff around here.
Yeah, it's just an icky time of year.
I normally play daily, and I've only played twice this week. That's how bad I've been feeling.
Okay. But anyway, if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. Spread us out. Tell everybody that you know about us, because we really enjoy making this content for you guys, and we want to spread this out further so that more people can maybe fall in love with the game like we are, and they'll also have a good way to get started with some of our videos and that kind of thing. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
So why, where do I go? Play fresh in town, got so much to know. Guns to buy, monsters to fight, looking for a path in the dim moonlight. Entropia's calling, new player roams free, humming these blues in this wild new sea. On my mind, coins in my hand, losing directions in this vast land. Friends I might find, or foes on the go. Every step's a gamble in this world of snow. Entropia's calling,